Yes. Yes, for real. Watch out.
The boxing world was thrown into chaos when Floyd "Money" Mayweather and Roy Jones Jr. unexpectedly clashed backstage at a recent event. Cameras caught the moment as fans screamed and security scrambled to break things up. What started as a tense stare-down quickly turned physical, with years of rivalry and trash talk boiling over in seconds, ending in an all-out brawl between the two legends.
You know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want to smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with us, we know going with it. They don't look. Have they ever been a fight? That's one thing that's different from Roy, that's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came. So, don't get it, son. See how many cup.
Don't be sorry, Jen. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always good for. I'll throw it.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
Play stupid games, you know what I mean? Like I said, this man was supposed to him up over there in Dubai. I was one of the people trying to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champ. Now you're not my top 5, but I still respect you as a champ.
Floyd Mayweather was backstage at a boxing event, surrounded by his usual entourage, cameras, and security, when Roy Jones Jr. suddenly walked in. The atmosphere changed instantly. Tension filled the room. Witnesses said Roy started shouting at Floyd, accusing him of dodging a real fight by choosing Tyson instead and only stepping into the ring when the money was right. Floyd just smirked at first, staying quiet, but once he started throwing taunts back, things quickly spiraled out of control.
No. What's up, Floyd? I can have what I want. What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got cameras. So who you supposed to be? I'm just working, man.
Roy Jones suddenly lunged at Floyd, and before anyone could step in, punches started flying. Floyd's security rushed to break it up, but not before Roy landed a hard shove, setting off total chaos. Cameras captured the moment as guards swarmed in, pulling both fighters apart. Floyd was shouting in anger as he was dragged away, while Roy, still fired up,
and the only
yelled
time
that
he
Floyd
spent with
had
his father was when
disrespected
he...
boxing. Within minutes, footage of the brawl had already gone viral.
Let's kill it, motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You can't. I'm gonna put it in the play with I open your motherfucking face. I'll fuck you up.
To understand how things reached this point, you have to look back at where it all began. For months, Roy Jones Jr. has been publicly challenging Floyd Mayweather, not for a friendly exhibition or charity bout, but for a real, serious fight.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to show him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to show me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know?
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. You got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. Wherever you want to do it, that's what I'm built for this.
Roy Jones Jr. wanted to face Floyd Mayweather in the ring to finally decide who truly ruled the old-school era of boxing. At first, most people laughed it off. Floyd's retired, Roy's older. It seemed unrealistic. But Roy didn't let it go. He kept pushing, doing interviews, posting videos, and calling Floyd out directly. He accused Floyd of ruining his legacy by taking easy exhibition fights against influencers and MMA fighters instead of real boxers. Roy made it clear he wanted the real challenge and wasn't backing down.
Smoke. Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like...
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it I 50 know that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80-0. You go up on top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got to 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So that's, and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it?
Yeah.
You feel me? So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong. I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro. You fight a guy that's 0-0. Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that?
Roy Jones Jr. challenged Floyd Mayweather to a real fight to prove who truly dominated the old-school era of boxing. At first, fans brushed it off. Floyd's retired, Roy's older. It didn't seem likely. But Roy stayed on it, posting interviews and videos where he called Floyd out by name, accusing him of hurting his legacy by choosing easy exhibition bouts against influencers and MMA fighters instead of real boxers. Roy made one thing clear. He wanted a real fight and wasn't going to let it go.
What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. Cool, too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked, because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go.
Roy hit back hard in interviews, saying Floyd only steps into the ring when it's safe and avoids real competition. He even went as far as calling Floyd's TB the best ever image fake, accusing him of cherry-picking easy fights just to secure big paydays.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect, because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron or Mike? I'm gonna say Mike, because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could beat it. You feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
Roy fired back saying, "Call my house. It ain't changed." And honestly, he had a point. Just as fans started getting excited about a possible Mayweather versus Roy Jones Jr. showdown, Floyd threw everyone off by announcing his next fight would be against Mike Tyson instead.
That fans will watch for sure is you and Mike Tyson. How's training going, Floyd? Talk to me all about this as you get ready to get back in that boxing ring once again.
Well, not really training right now.
Not yet.
You know, the fight is in 2026. We still, ironing out everything, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be exciting for the people and the fans.
Are you going in there to put Mike down and like, hey, this is not, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to fight Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to get the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an exciting event.
Yep.
That's right, Iron Mike. The internet went crazy when Floyd announced it, because while Roy had been calling him out nonstop, Floyd chose the bigger name and the bigger payday. That's when the whole beef really blew up. Roy felt disrespected and sidelined, convinced Floyd picked Tyson not for the challenge, but for the money. And with Floyd, that tracks. Love him or hate him, every move he makes is about the dollar. Money isn't just his nickname. It's his whole brand, the foundation of everything he's built.
They upset. See, they upset because I'm able to milk the game. I'm smart, kept all my faculties, made a lot of smart investments. So, you know, when great people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, the Waltons, the people that own Walmart, Walgreens, when they're getting money in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it's okay. A young kid like myself from the inner city, from the ghetto, I worked my way to the top. I was able to leave boxing on my own terms, to keep all my faculties, kept a lot of my money. So they're upset that I'm able to go out there and continue to make 40 and 50 and 60 million outside the ring. You can't get mad. Yo, listen, this is what God...
Floyd isn't worried about rankings, titles, or what critics say. What matters to him are the numbers, pay-per-view sales, ticket revenue, luxury cars, and his next big business move.
Crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
That's exactly why Floyd chose Tyson, because Mike is still one of the biggest names in boxing history, a name that guarantees millions. From Floyd's perspective, there's no reason to fight Roy Jones Jr. when stepping into the ring with Tyson brings in triple the money.
The Mike Tyson exhibition fight.
Oh, man. Hey, like I said, Mike don't like Floyd.
Appreciate it, man.
Mike don't what?
He don't like Floyd. He always talk bad about Floyd.
Who the face of boxing, coach? Who the face of boxing today?
Face of the boxing.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is.
For Floyd, it was just business, a simple numbers game. But for Roy, it felt like betrayal, and that's what fueled the backstage explosion. At first, when reporters asked Roy about Floyd fighting Mike, he tried to play it cool, but it was obvious he was bothered and holding back his frustration.
Keep it 100 with you. I'm the type of guy, I don't hate on nobody. I don't want to hate on nobody because I'm not really a hater like that. So it's like, if they're going to do it and make it something big for the public to see, and they're going to make money doing it, my hat goes off to them, more power to them. I'm not that kind of guy. You know, it's like, you know, you can sit there and pick it apart and say, well, Mike didn't look good against Jake, or this and that, or that and that, but it's not that. You know, it's like, maybe he had a bad night. We'll see what happens this time. So you should never hate on anybody making money in the sport, because that's what this sport is for. My hat goes off to him. It's funny, but, you know, that they would announce it the week, all the chaos I got going on, and the week before the Canelo fight. But somebody told me that there was going to be a big announcement like that coming around the time of the Canelo fight, and there it is. So like that, somebody was correct.
Now, here's why Floyd picked Mike Tyson in the first place. It all comes down to numbers. Roy Jones Jr. is a legend, no doubt, but Mike Tyson is on another level. He's an icon who goes beyond boxing, drawing casual fans, global attention, and massive paydays. Floyd knows that better than anyone. To him, fighting Tyson isn't just a match, it's a full-blown event.
Mayweather is happening. What the f is going on? This is where boxing is in 2025. And listen, I'm not going to complain because I understand the layout of things. We already had Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. We have Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. This feels like the Temu version of it. And that sounds crazy because we have two of the greatest of all time about to participate in this, but both of them are about 30 years past their sell-by date in an exhibition bout in which their weights will be 60 to 70 to 80 pounds different. If you got on board with Jake and Mike, it was because at least they were going to weigh the same. I don't even know what to think. Someone on Twitter said it perfectly. Either everybody in the world is going to want to watch this or 10,000 people will watch it. Probably both men want a shit ton of money and they're being promised a shit ton of money, but it's happening.
But it's not just about money. Ego plays a big part too. Tyson has been publicly criticizing Floyd for years, calling him arrogant and selfish, even saying, "I don't respect Floyd because real champions respect others."
Is Ali the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights? Every time boxing come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
What do you think about Floyd talking about greater than Ali?
He's very delusional. If he was anywhere near that realm of greater than Ali, he'd be able to take his kid to school by himself.
There you go.
Okay, he can't take his kid to school by himself. Then he's talking about he's great. Greatness is not guarding yourself from the people. Greatness is being accepted by the people. He can't take his kid alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
So when Floyd agreed to fight Tyson, it wasn't just about the paycheck. It was personal. He wants payback, to humiliate the man who's been disrespecting him for years by making Tyson look slow, old, and outmatched. But let's be honest, this matchup sounds wild on paper. Tyson's a heavyweight, Floyd's a welterweight. The size gap is huge. Still, since it's an exhibition, the rules will likely keep things safe with no knockouts, short rounds, and strict limits to protect Floyd.
One of the greatest of all time, Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson announced he's fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2026. What do you think of that fight overall?
Well, kind of different, the size-wise, by, Tyson heavyweight, and I think he weatherweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather and Tyson?
I couldn't think it's real. Goes back to the matter, he's a lot bigger than the guy, so his weight makes a difference.
Even so, fans are buzzing because it's Mike Tyson. Age aside, his punches still pack serious power. One clean hit from him could change everything in an instant. Floyd's strategy would likely be classic Mayweather: stay defensive, use slick movement, and rely on counterpunching to wear Tyson down, make him miss, and frustrate him.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. I don't care. My dad taught me to shoulder roll. But the thing is this, I don't care, and I'm not talking about my dad. I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. So anytime somebody said it, and somebody said the Philly shell, my thing is this, I love Philadelphia. I love the city of brotherly love. I love all the fighters. I love the culture, I love the hip hop artists. At the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
But that's the real danger. Floyd isn't up against a technical fighter this time. He's facing Mike Tyson, and Tyson doesn't need to outbox you. All he needs is one opening, 1 second, and it could be over.
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome
Floyd?
fighter, great fighter. He's a little too into himself. He should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
Let's be honest. Fights like these, whether it's against Tyson or Roy, aren't about legacy anymore. Floyd's legacy was already cemented the day he retired undefeated at 50-0.
Speaking of boxing, do you think Floyd's the GOAT?
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah.
Okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like as far as like he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without a doubt.
Even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor 1 time, bro.
It's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor 1?
What we're seeing now isn't about proving greatness. It's about staying relevant. These legends don't need titles anymore. They're after attention and big paydays. And that's why Floyd always comes out on top. Love him or hate him, he knows how to keep the spotlight on himself.
Tyson, if there were some prearrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and, saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody's finna fuck that.
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.